Gil, you're here with Empowerment, and I was just talking to your partner, Brad, about some of the features that you guys are looking to bring to the corporate world. So hey, listen, we've had this program, it's been successful on an individual level, and we're looking to help companies by getting in front of some of their male employees and bringing our tried and true program. And you mentioned you have a 100% success rate.
Yes. I mean, if you want it and your will and the reason why you want to change is big enough, there is a 100% success rate so far.
Yeah, and so with that, I know that between the two of you guys, Gil, you sort of mentioned from like a health standpoint, having a little bit more angle in that versus Brad being a little bit, hey, listen, there's some financial wellness facets, or at least that's the way we divide and conquer. So maybe you can talk to me a little bit about the health side and kind of what you do, how you approach this.
Yeah, we have a bunch of systems and everything is really tailored to the person, so it's not like one size fits all. So it's very tailored to the person's lifestyle, your job. If you're a 9 to 5, then you have to, implement the working out or the nutrition in a different way because you're busy.
Yeah.
And this was really built for people that are really busy, that they think they have no time, but they have time.
Yeah.
And I think I heard you asking Brad what makes it successful, why people fail, right?
Yeah.
For me, in my opinion, I think majority of people fail because they don't implement something that's easy long term, that doesn't require dedication or discipline to stick to it.
Yeah.
Because then when life happens, you're busy, you're traveling, your kids, then you always rely on your systems and habits, therefore you're going to succeed, because it doesn't matter what circumstances is in your life, you always have these little things, these little steps that's going to continue to have progress. Even if it's slow, it is progress.
What's an example of that?
For example, like when people are like, I'm 250, I need to lose weight, give me a workout, give me all this nutrition. It's like, we're not going to go that far. All we want for you is to go outside, get 5 minutes of sun, and maybe if you have a stationary bike or a treadmill or you want to go for a walk, 10, 15 minutes at the maximum, and just do intermittent fasting. So 16-hour period, not eating, 8-hour period of window of eating. That's the only change we make. But all of a sudden, you're not, after dinner, you're not eating any sugars, any cookies, anything, watching a movie. Those habits get replaced. And then just by getting up in the morning, getting some sun, changing your hormones, you feel so much better. You'll feel the sudden change, and that's enough. And then we combine them with some, we have book of the month. For example, for people that really struggle with habits, we have Atomic Habits, which is beautiful, it's a perfect book to start. And then suddenly they have small changes that become big changes after 3 months. They're completely different people. We interview the people day 1 and day 90, they're absolutely different people. They're not the same person anymore.
Yeah, this is exciting for you guys to say, again, hey, on the individual one-on-one basis, we've had some success and we're looking to bring this to companies. Do you guys think you need to be in the same city, the same state? What types of companies would you think would be a decent fit for this?
The good thing about us is majority of the work we do is online. So it doesn't really matter what state, where you are, even international really, if you could make the time. And we have so many different times available. We have mornings, we have afternoon, we have late afternoons for people that after work, before work. So it really can be implemented to anyone. And we only have 2 or 3 one-to-one for this to scale on the thousands. So I would say literally anyone that wants to be healthy, wants to upgrade their health, whether it's in longevity or lose weight or just be healthy overall, it really applies to anyone.
And your idea is we're not going to charge the employer anything. We would like to figure out a classy and effective way to have access to some of your employees, and if they're interested, they would sign up, right?
That's right. Yeah, we wouldn't want the employee to pay for it, because then the person wouldn't be committed.
That's right.
Because someone hands it to you, you're like, well, this was paid for, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. But when you pay and you committed, and you have something at stake, that's where we notice that the majority of change comes from that, because you're like, well, I have to do it now, I paid for it. So, and the accountability is a big part of it.
Yeah, and a lot of our employer groups, when they have their insurance renew on an annual basis, will host a health fair type of a thing, an open enrollment sort of a meeting. So I wonder if a really good on-ramp for you guys might be say, hey, listen, if you're having a health fair anyways, let us have a free booth. We're not going to charge you anything. And we can perhaps start to pitch our services, and maybe Mr. or Mrs. Employer, you find this guy here and that guy here and this guy here all of a sudden starts getting a little healthier, maybe gets the ball rolling for us as an employer group. Maybe there's a little water cooler effect where they go, my God, John's looking pretty good. What's he doing over there?
Yeah, and it's not just that, honestly, even for the employee, because I mean, if you're healthier, you'll most likely be more productive.
Yeah.
And most likely will spend less insurance on that employee because he's healthier.
Yeah.
So the benefit is really all around. It's for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man, so much. Any kind of parting thoughts, anything else we want to make sure the audience listening knows about the organization, or you and Brad?
I don't know how to put it in a few words, but basically anything with health, like if you're ready, if you want to be a role model for your family, we noticed that the majority of the people that experienced the best results were fathers. We didn't intend to be fathers, it just happened to be the ones that really moved mountains. Because they want to be a good example for their kids, right? No one wants their kids to have the neighbor's father as a role model opposed to your own father. And that's, most of the time, that's a big wake-up call for them. When, if your kid said, I don't look up to my dad, or my dad, is fat, and this really hurts them, and they change. So it's a good motivation, I would say that.
Nice, interesting, man. Well, I appreciate your time so much.
Thank
you
you
for being on the podcast, Gil. We appreciate you, and you guys are doing some great work out there, looking great in your t-shirts.
Thank you. Yeah,
it's just for the camera.
There seems to be a suspicious vision.